And that's another guy, Josh Hart, like Kuzma, probably is going to decline that player option. Those are potential small forwards the Kings could replace Barnes with, as well if Anunoby doesn't.
And I think we can both agree that Josh Hart is just the type of guy that you'd love to have.
Mm-hmm.
Does all the little things, hard worker,
great rebounder for his size.
Just terrific. Just you'd be getting an absolute guardian angel, as it were, from the perimeter. But the only thing is it's just like I still see him re-signing with New York because he went to college with Jalen Brunson,
and
they're like, I was gonna like say something nasty, but they're pals. But I guess you were telling me pre-show that he's got a connection to De'Aaron Fox, so you can't necessarily rule out Sacramento.
Yeah, they're buddies. Don't crucify me for this. I don't know why they're friends. Maybe they're video game pals. I just know that they're friends because they didn't go to school together, obviously. Or maybe it's to their AAU days because they're about the same age, I believe.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what year did Josh Hart get drafted?
Josh Hart. Let me just look up his age.
I got it right here.
Okay.
Yeah, he was drafted in 2017.
Oh, okay, yeah. So they probably go back to AAU. I think that sounds right. And I'm just like pulling shit out of my ass. So I'm typing Josh Hart, De'Aaron Fox. Fox blows my heart for Clutch Kings bucket. I don't know, but it looks like at least through Twitter, they're buddies.
Yeah, we met at work.
Yeah,
he's a work friend.
Oh, it looks like they're gamers together. I kind of knew. I feel like that's what I kind of expected. So I know Hart's a gamer and Fox is a gamer.
That just amazes me that these athletes, these like real life gladiators, it's like, what do you guys do in your free time? We game. Like, I think I was reading a story about like Andre Kirilenko. I don't remember who the teammate was. I think it was Channing Frye, and because I think both of them played World of Warcraft. And Channing Frye like went online one day at like 2 a.m, like the night before a game, and Andre Kirilenko was online. He'd been playing all night, and Channing Frye recalls like sending him a message being like, "You ready for the game tomorrow?" And like Andre Kirilenko's like, "I don't know, probably." I feel like Andre Kirilenko, just like being like a defensive just stud. I've always just loved Kirilenko, and like, hearing something like that, that's a lot. That's awesome.
I don't know, probably.
Oh, probably, maybe.
Oh my god, that's hilarious. I like that.
Those gamers, but I guess it makes sense because like athletes are competitive, and it's probably good recovery because you're sedentary.
Yeah, that's true.
Contrast to all the activity they have.
Yeah.
And I was gonna say too, it's like they play a game for a living.
Yeah,
makes sense that
they play a game for leisure.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Hart obviously more than Kuzma. I think Hart would be a little cheaper than Kuzma as well. I mean, I don't know. I see a lot of Kings fans out there wanting Kuzma. I can see why. I mean, he had a really good year on the Wizards this past season. I think he's going to be a little expensive though. I think he's going to look for somewhere in the $20 million a year range. But I mean, he did average 21, 7, and 4 this last season. So it's hard to ignore that. He did do it as a power forward though. But I guess you can move Keegan to the 3 that we've kind of talked about.
Mm-hmm.
He shot the 3 ball, not very well though. Not a very historically good 3-point shooter. Shot 33% last year. He's a career almost 34% shooter from outside. Hart's a little better, not a ton better. Hart's a 35 career 3-point shooter, but he does do the little things a lot better, I think. And someone he could mold around the team.
Yeah, I think the thing with Kuzma is, I think Kuzma would be a good addition if he wasn't going to get paid or demand a ton of money. Like whatever he's going to get paid, I feel like it's going to be too much for what he gives you. I think he's a good option. I think he'd be good as like a third guy, like Fox, Sabonis, and Kuzma. But I just don't feel like you're going to be getting what you pay for all the way. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And also, I just don't know about fit. And I think the 3-point shot is an interesting thing to point out. But Josh Hart just would make too much sense if he were to be open to coming to Sacramento as opposed to staying in New York, where he had a very positive experience. He shot... Oh, okay. That's just his 25 games in New York.
Yeah, I know, 51%.
I was like, what?
What?
I'm like, Tony, how did you not mention he shot 51% last season? I'm like, what? That'd be crazy. Yeah, I don't know, but man, I don't know if either of them are like totally believable, and like if I see it playing out that way. But if you're talking about something outside of Anunoby, oh, you could chew on those guys for a bit. You know, they could. There's something to eat there. That sounds
Mm-hmm.
decent.